We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fields this way up at the 17. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carson will take the handoff out of the action play. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Newton on 1st down. Being chased out left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Newton. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete.
Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Jets nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Dancing to his left. Teammate hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by...
And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a pickup of 17 there. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
34-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Here's Dorsett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close to come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it
short-term memory.
And move on to the next series.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Operating from the gun, Newton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. On first down, it's Newton. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton.
They're at 48-yard line.
Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Kaepernick to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first down, Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Quarterback sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run with Muhammad, and he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He's going to fire one deep left and got his man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, New England.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's taken in by Duvernay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
20.
To the air again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him in.
1-2 to the solar plexus on that one. The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Philip Dorsett holds it in. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for New England. 48 yards. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 37. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Kaepernick. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The quarterback taking it.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Dorsett on the return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots take over
at their own 44-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here in the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll air this one out from Mims, and he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Undercut.
Off play action, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And he finds his man, Griffin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Kaepernick to throw again. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And it's caught by Herndon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
4 yards. That's another Jets 1st down.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Loss of 10 brings up 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick, escaping the pressure right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17 to 3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was points out of it, not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's 3rd and short.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That's good.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
By the Patriots.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action. It's Newton. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Stidham, he's going to keep it on the option. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. About a half yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal. Again, it's Kaepernick. And down he goes goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
57 mark. 57 mark. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. Gun.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback.